Hello YouTube, the gun nut here. Recently I was at the range here in the past week working a little bit on one important aspect of shooting accurately, and that's trigger control. Three of the main areas in accurate handgun shooting involve grip, sight alignment, and trigger control. And in this case I feel that I've been doing a pretty good job on grip and sight alignment, but I've really been struggling a little bit recently with trigger control. Being a right-handed shooter, shooting a lot low left, and trying to bring that back up to the center. Trigger control is pretty simple in theory, but difficult to master. It's the last part of shooting, and doing it causes the body to experience, the painful recoil. Depending on what you're shooting, maybe not that painful, but still the body is anticipating that there's some reaction after you pull that trigger, and it's trying to fight it, wanting you to yank it to get it over with, and wanting also to push into it to lessen the impact, basically to fight against it. This all has obviously a negative effect on accuracy, and really need to work on slowly increasing pressure on the trigger, so then when it breaks we're not anticipating it, but more of a, almost surprising us. Not really surprising us, because we know what happens when we pull the trigger, but trying to surprise or trick our reflexes into not doing those bad things that can affect accuracy. When shooting quickly, you don't have the luxury of a slow press, but you need to take what you learned in a slow press and apply it to a faster press, where you're quickly pressing through in a controlled manner, though, and again, not jerking or yanking the trigger. So I'm going to try to, just a couple, first of all, verify that the gun is clear, magazine clear. A couple of sample pulls. Again, you just want to slowly pull through. Again, I don't have both hands on it, so. But again, it's to allow you to see the trigger press a little bit better. Prep the trigger to take the initial slack out, and then a slow press to fire it. So I have some range video as well. Again, you also want to bring the trigger straight back. You don't want to pull it one way or the other. I'm not really sure if that comes through on video. But again, just a slow, controlled press, taking up the initial slack, and then the surprise break. And the amazing thing is I practice a lot. So you can't see anything when I put my other hand in there. I practice a lot with dry firing, and I find that it doesn't translate over to my trigger press as well as I was hoping. It almost like the trigger becomes even harder to pull when I'm live firing. It seems odd, but maybe again it's the anticipation of recoil. Body trying to fight that reaction. So hopefully you'll find this video useful. If you do, please subscribe. I hope you're enjoying the videos on the Gun Nut channel. Thanks, YouTube. Here's some range video. I pulled that one. Total loss of trigger control down at the bottom of the 7 ring. I got that one, it's either 9 or 8 ring up higher again. Alright, going back down range here to look at the target. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I see the headshot went to the left. Again, I jerked the trigger. Alright, loaded up another 3 mags for my 19. I only put 6 in a mag when I'm at the range, at least when I'm trying to conserve ammo here. So, go ahead and put a few more down range on that silhouette target. Hopefully we'll get this trigger control issue put to bed. Shot low twice now. Prep the trigger better.
Glock bowl is not really that heavy, but boy, it sure seems like a long time when you're prepping sometimes. There we go. Made a right eye for him. Alright, evaluating the target again here. It's taking a bunch of headshots. Well, it looks like 2 of them ended up right at the top there. Red chest box, like that. Just above it. A little bit further away than I would like though. Yeah, pulled the trigger. Jerked the trigger. Low. Got it in the red. Prepping the trigger. Taking too long to shoot, that's part of the problem. But I wanted to work on some trigger control today, so I wanted to take my time and be sure I was doing it right. Doesn't look too bad, we'll go check it out. Alright, Glock 27 here on the right target. Shot 6 rounds, like 5 of those 6. Like I said, I jerked the trigger on that one. Not too bad.